Alright then, hi guys, it's Hubris Username once again, and thanks for joining on our playthrough of Titanfall 2. Today we'll be doing Trial by Fire. Bit of a short mission today, but absolutely epic in proportion. So good. Listen to my last video, really quiet point. Here's our Marvin sorting us out. Listen to my last video, I can hear that
the IMC have developed a fold weapon. It has the power to destroy entire worlds, but without its power source, the Ark, it is inoperable. Your mission is to capture the Ark before it can leave the airbase. Marauder Corps, weapons hot! Stand by for Titanfall.
Brilliant. So on my last video I heard that I was actually quite quiet. So what I've done is played around with my audio settings, and hopefully I should be a little bit noisier in this one. You'll be able to hear me better. So the first thing you want to do is get to cover, but also I'll be showing off the road in this episode, but I'm not going to do it straight away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have the tone one, just because you want to shield. These cannons will shoot you. If you run past here, they'll destroy you. Just get some cover up for the first bit, up until this first cutscene. There you go. There you go. And you should be safe after that happens. But what I'm going to do is put on the Ronin as promised, and then it's all out Titan fights from the start to the finish. It is really difficult actually, but we'll do it. The Ronin is really good fun for this mission, really epic. You'll see some really good moments, especially if you stick next to Sarah Briggs. She's got some great moments in it. I think her Titan's got like special animations or something. So we've got this short-range shotgun with the Ronin, which is really good. You want to try and avoid taking damage here. The first lot of Titans aren't so bad because they've lost a bit of their health already. But rapid firing does a lot of damage, really good. It's also got this Q attack, which takes a long time to recharge, but just excellent. And it's also got that block attack, which is, it blocks some damage, but it's really not that great, you know. And if you press the G attack, you go invisible for a little while, and it's got its own melee attack, which does a bit more damage. And the reason why I quite like it is because, 1 second. Alright, I'm going to use the sword core straight away.
That state-of-the-art Titan's English been keeping you alive in spite of yourself.
Oh no, this is not going well. I'm going to try and get out of it. There's some health there that I'm going to try and rush towards. It's not going well at all. That laser core just doesn't quit. Can I get to it? Yes. Alright. Here we go. I might have just saved it. So I didn't really. I'll use my sword core again. Don't worry before the end of it. But what you want to do is stick to the batteries, and it's got its own melee attack, which is really good. It does a bit more damage, got a bit more range on it. But the sword core is really where it stands out. It does an insane amount of damage really quickly. So really good. But you have to get up and close and personal, which can be sometimes a bit of a problem. Your teammates in this bit will pretty much all die. They suck. Sarah Briggs is invincible, so sticking to her is always a good idea. Oh, nice. Out of the way. Watch out for enemies, especially their big attacks. They're really annoying. They can do a lot of damage. Really hope you guys can hear me alright. So here we go. I'll take on this tone on the sword core. Look at that. Just 2 hits. It's already dead. You can normally get a couple of Titans off in the event. So you can see some of them got their own animations when they attack the enemy, so it's really cool. I love this mission. It's really difficult though. Like, obviously I'm a complete pro, so it doesn't look too bad, but I promise you it's difficult. And the other problem with it is if you lose here, then you respawn straight from the start, which can be really frustrating, especially if you're like towards the end before a checkpoint. Anyway, I think that's this first bit, which is like the first difficult bit. There's a bit of an easy streak coming up where you just take on the occasional scorches. Heal up here, you are going to need it, I promise you. As you can see, I do quite like the Ronin. I'm not as good with it as I want to be, and I tend to panic a lot, especially online. And if I get frustrated, and then it also gets worse and worse. So here you'll see an enemy legion. I didn't even know if you can get these. I know you can. Really cool. Really like like a little gun shield, and a machine gun. Really cool. So what you want to do is once you get to this bit is disembark. You want to jump up here, and here's our first Titan helmet for the level. There's only 3. All the rest of the missions here have only a couple of helmets, so it's not too difficult to get them all. We're over the worst of it. So here we'll just be taking on the occasional Scorch. What we're going to try and do is get up and personal as quick as possible.
You lost pilot. I'll show you the way.
The other thing to bear in mind with the
Takedown, pilot. Let's keep moving.
Core of the Ronin is it takes a little while for him to take his sword out. So bear that in mind, because that's the other thing. I tend to get up close and personal and then whip it out. God, that sounds so dodgy. But I tend to make. Okay, everything I do is going to sound like a sexual innuendo, but I don't know how to phrase it now. That sounds dodgy. Okay, I tend to get my sword out when it's already too late. No. Oh no. Either way, I get too close to the enemy before I whip my sword out, and the problem is it gives them a chance to do a bit of damage before, and which can be quite annoying. The other thing is that you have to get used to is the Q attack won't go through walls, so if you miss and it hits the wall, you're kind of buggered. It'll just stop. Like if he was on the other end of that pillar, I couldn't just. Look, I'll show you now. He's on the other end of that. If I do that, it just stops immediately. So it's actually. Oh no. So he's done well here. I've got quite lucky there. Thought I was going to go down, but salvage it. Alright, I think that's all the Titans for this bit. This is sort of like the easier bit of the level. What we'll do is go on a. What's that noise? Alright, we need to go on this lift. So before we go there, look at this yellow cable.
Follow me.
So ignore her for a little while. Go under here, and then under here, and then if you jump up, bam! Titan helmet number 2. Easy. This is actually quite a short mission. It's one of those ones that if you can die quite a lot in it. So if you do, it goes on and on and on for ages because you're constantly trying. But I've done quite well here. Normally I die once or twice, just get in there, get a bit cocky, but I'll let her talk. She says something.
Well, you're doing a good job, Cooper. And as far as I'm concerned, you've earned your pilot certification.
Are ye basically pilots?
Now let's finish this thing.
Alright then. So, before we go any further, new Titan loadout. I don't know if we lose our core. The North Star, so it's the sniper one. So it's got sniper railgun that charges up when you zoom in. It's got, you saw before I got tethered down, so it's got that. It's alright. It's got the hover takeoff, which we've seen before. It's got the cluster missiles, which we've seen before. And we've got the flight core that you've seen before. So really it's just the main weapon and the tether mines that you haven't seen before. But I'll show you. Yeah, so you can see as you zoom in, it builds up charge, and then you can do quite a lot of damage with it. I might need to look around. Oh yeah. So before we go any further, if you go right here, you can see our final time core for the level. Brilliant, easy. So now we've got another huge battle coming up. Luckily, VT's already getting started without me.
Controls transferred.
So it's quite slow firing.
Flight core ready.
What I need to try and do is just let it load out. You can see the damage it does. Like it's with Ronin, it just stops standing still. It does a lot of damage if you let it zoom in for a bit, and especially if you hit their like weak point. So give it that time to load up, because that's where the damage really comes in. Look at that, it's really nice. So try and show you the. I don't know how far the. Blimey. I was gonna say I don't know how far the lines travel, but not that far. So it's pretty nice. I think it's more just to give you time to run away, because it's quite, you're concentrating on long range more than anything with this Titan. I'll get my sniper shots off. There we go. That'll be enough for that while. So here's the flight core. We've seen it before, but I'll show it off again. As I said, fully charged, this thing does a lot of damage, but you need to give it that time to load up, which I think is why they've given you the little mines to, give that movement time. The other thing is, it's really, the North Star is one of these Oh god. Ah. One of these Titans is really good against itself. And you can get into some really fun battles with it online. There you go, what I'll do, I'll start cleaning out some of these enemies. Getting close. Light rock. Get rid of this toad, because they're really cool. Oh, I might be able to get a second or third one. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, I'll try and... Oh my god! That thing did damage. Alright, I'll try and tether these guys down just to sort of show it off. I don't know if that even hit. Oh yeah, I think I can do so. Well, I don't play it that much, but I think you can aim them, but... Oh, I thought I timed that well, but apparently not. Here we go. So, Titans will just spawn and spawn in here. Like, there's way more than you think there is. Like, when you first look at the start, it doesn't look that bad, but they'll just keep coming and keep coming. So you need to make sure that you're, you know, taking care of your health, giving, you know, especially making sure that none of their big weapons hit you. Their cores hit you. Give you some time to build up a shield again. North Star is actually really good for this section. I probably won't use it again after this mission, but it's good fun. The Ronin is also quite good, but you tend to get grouped up on, and if that happens, it's almost a death sentence. Go away. See what I mean? They just keep spawning in. You have to be really careful. I remember, and again, if you get hit, you have to go all the way back there. It can be really annoying, actually. Really annoying. And I remember that the first time I did this level, those tones spawned in and killed me right towards the end, and I was furious. Absolutely furious. Really annoying, I promise you. I think it happens again. I think more spawn in a bit later on. Oh, look, they're all fine there. Might get involved. So the melee, I always think the melees don't do that. It's kind of high risk, low reward, especially on the higher difficulties. Oh shit. Okay, managed to time that jump. Alright. Yeah, keep your eye out for these batteries as you go along, because it's just free health and you definitely need it. Like, even if you just make a note of where it is, it's important. I don't know. I think those cluster missiles aren't new. I think it's just Arnold, I think they're new. Yeah, I don't remember even having a special rocket attack, to be honest with you. I'm not that fussed about that one enemy. So I think, yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure oh, what a whip. Awful. There we go, getting rid of these. These in force can do a lot of damage. You need to be careful. Alright then, I think we're going to get over the worst of it here. So you can see them here. They always remind me of, I don't know if you played Metal Gear Solid 4 or Revengeance, but those things that sound like cows, I can't remember what they are. Just saying, because I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid fan, so I should really know their name, but it's just escaping me at the moment. God. The other thing with the North Star is if you miss a shot, it takes ages for your next one. It's another one of those ones where I end up panicking. Which is why I like the tone. It's like consistent, you know, shooting. So I'm not panicking too much. Whereas sometimes you can get a bit flustered, and then you know these one-shot attacks don't do too much damage, but you can find yourself just sort of spamming them just to try and get away with it. Anyway, I don't remember there being too much more to the mission, to be honest with you. I think it's quite a short one.
Forces, move in on the Draconis.
Oh no, I remember this bit.
You're not going anywhere.
So, got that snot shot off before he did. So, oh, I thought I hit Briggs there, and I was going to be annoyed that I missed one of the big shots. So, here we go. What we'll do is we'll keep moving forward. We can see our friendly time's already here. We're trying to get to the Draconis before it takes off. Okay, there's sometimes locked on there. That was a Scorch here. I'm going to get rid of that Scorch. I don't like them. I'm scared of them. They're too much for me. The thing is, they've got so much health. You can see one of them trying to just use this bloody flame shield on me. They're a fucking nightmare. I hate these things. A good one online is a good player online can just demolish you. The thing is, they're quite slow, but they're actually really deadly up close and personal. So you want to try and just keep your distance from that. I don't know where the score is. I think it's one of those ones where someone who's really, really good at it is just going to absolutely punish you. I've had some games completely ruined by Scorch players who just keep destroying me. That shot off nicely.
Flight form ready.
Oh, didn't even see that until a bit too late.
Down.
So I've still got my flying core. I'll get rid of this tank.
Titan
If
down.
there's any others.
Flight
Oh
core.
yeah, that'd be free.
Checks complete.
They're taking off! We need to get to that ship!
It's flying at me. Oh, whiffed it. So they'll keep saying get there before it takes off, but don't worry, there's not. Oh, that's just not fair.
Let's go, pilots.
Spawn
We have no
behind
other
me.
option. We need to catch that ship.
I was trying to show off that I think the shield destroyed the mines there. Oh, got away with that. So you can see this is a very tight and heavy mission. Oh, one of my friendlies actually killed someone finally. There's no real time limit for this mission.
Don't let them get away. Get to that ramp.
Bliss, this is Sloane. The Ark is headed your way. I'll let Viper take it from here. See you soon.
Right then, so we've got Sloane. She's going to let Viper take it from here. But that brings us nicely onto the end of the mission.
Get
So
to a ship. We're going after them.
we are going after them. So as I said, quite a nice short mission. Yeah, not much to say, just really cool. These last few episodes are going to be really cool. The missions are just brilliant. But that's enough for today. Thanks for joining me once again. Hope you're all having a great day, and I'll see you soon.